Hi there. Well, I said I'd be coming back and I would be coming out with some things. Now, I have a whole array of issues that I'd like to talk about. We could go anywhere from religion, we can go to science, we can go to current events. We could talk about flat earth. Of course, I thought that was a joke as well when I first heard people like Kyrie speak about it. I'd heard about it a little while before, but now, of course, I've looked at some evidence. Even though the one thing I can constantly come back and say is simply, I don't know. But I do know that what we've been fed, it is constant lies. Whether it's on the political front, whether it's on the religious front, even now, the scientific front. But then also, things that I like to sit back and do, perhaps on Saturdays or Sundays, is whether watching basketball or football or things like that. And one thing that really got to me is this year's Super Bowl, which has totally made me now, not, I wouldn't say totally, but has proceeded to decrease my interest in the game. And of course, if anybody's seen my Facebook page, I'm a big time Ravens fan. I'm from Baltimore. And as well, I love all things Maryland, even though I am in another state at this time. But when I saw that Super Bowl and I realized as a fan, and I realized, let's say if there were 100 million people watching that game, maybe 40 million is drunk by the third quarter, fourth quarter. Well, let's just say a good many of them. A good many of them are drunk. But yet and still, although the ones that were drunk, they knew what plays to call in the third and fourth quarter. So the question would be, is why wouldn't a professional coach know these same plays to call? How could he be so misguided, be so caught up in other things? You know, that it makes you wonder. And then when you look and you think about it, you got Pop Warner coaches know what to call. High school coaches know what to call. College coaches know what to call. And then even the coach of the Falcons was a part of a Super Bowl, I believe it was 2 years prior, where the coach, he caught hell because he simply would not run the ball, and he had the best running back in the game at the time, Marshawn Lynch. But instead he chose to pass it. So he caught hell from that. But once again, a same coach from that coaching staff is faced with a similar type issue. And all you have to do is what at least 30, 40 million drunk people would call. And we're not, I have never coached in my life. I haven't even played any type of organized football, except maybe for flag. But I know what to call. People in the same room knew what to call. Could all these people be so wrong? Why would all of these people know exactly what to do? Plain and simply, we're being, once again, on this front, the sports, we're being fed lies. I don't know what the narrative is. They just want to proclaim Tom Brady as the best ever, which he's not. Because if he had existed just even in the 90s, his career might have already been over with. If he existed in the 70s, you know, his career would have been over with. He may not have lasted like some of those who were truly great, who were able to play through enormous amounts of pain, injury, and they didn't get no rules changed for themselves. But anyway, what I saw today is just, once again, and I say, why do I keep falling in to these things that our masters, or whoever controls everything, sets up for us, only for lies to be fed our way? You know, I was watching the women's women's NCAA tournament, which it was Maryland, a number 3 seed, going against Oregon, a number 10 seed. Maryland had only lost 2 games all year, and so far in the tournament, they had been blowing everyone out. But I looked at that game and I saw 2 females who usually shoot the lights out. It doesn't matter whoever they're playing against. And these 2 females, Shatori Walker, and I'm having trouble with the other girl, she's the freshman point guard, they wouldn't even attempt 3-point shots. So you're saying to yourself, how is it possible you're not even attempting 3-point shots? I believe the point guard, she attempted a 3-point shot almost when the game was over. Why would you do that? And if you saw her last weekend, she made a shot at the end of the half, I believe it was, 70 feet. That's only a few feet beyond this side 3-point shot. Not over here, but she was on this side of the court and she shot the ball 70 feet. Perhaps, I believe it was the end of half, I'm not sure. But this girl routinely, you know, can put it up from almost anywhere. But who called her off to tell her, don't even shoot? I don't understand. Shatori Walker, she's a senior. She doesn't even shoot. She didn't even attempt no threes. Was this once again a setup so that perhaps Connecticut could easily waltz in? Because so far this year, it was Maryland, the Lady Terps, that was almost the only team that gave Connecticut a scare. And Connecticut beat Maryland by 6 points. Everybody else, she beat all of the number 1 seed. They beat the number 1 seed at least by 11 points. So, personally, I believe the Maryland players, or at least some of them, they were called off. Plain and simple. It was the fix was in. And I just get so tired of it. I really do. And I don't understand it. And I say to myself, why do you continuously let yourself get dragged in with all of these different lies? Because you know what it is. You know what it is. Because if you've seen the team I've watched all year, Maryland, there's no way that team Oregon with 3 freshmen could have beat a Maryland team. There's no way. I could understand if perhaps I seen them shoot and they were off. But when you don't even attempt, that's just like going back to that Super Bowl when the Falcons coach All he had to do is run the ball 3 times, and he doesn't even attempt it. He runs once, which that run I didn't understand because he went off to the left side. He lost 2 yards. But when all you had to do was run it straight up the middle 3 times, game is over. Anyway, so that's it for right now. I'll be coming back with some more truth. Because really, I am so sick of the bullshit. I am so sick of the lies. I'm so sick of what they feed us and tell us who the champion is. Or tell us whether it's the president, who's the president, you know. Or tell us this religion or that religion. I have God. They have God. We've found God. And all it is a bunch of lies that they keep feeding us, that we in turn keep allowing our lives to be dictated by. That's it for now. I'll talk to you soon.